Hi, Alexi here. Today I'm going to teach you how to make the title cards that I use in my videos. So I do start out by making a copy of an old presentation just because I use the same layout. Then I search up an image for whatever video I'm making. This is for my interview with the vampire recap, so I'm going to look up a promotional image from season 1 so that I can get sort of color themes right. So for the background, what I usually do is I find an image on Canva that sort of matches the book cover. I think that's what I did for my Rose and Chains video, or I just use the promotional image itself. I really liked the gas lamps on this poster, so that's what I decided to use. So I just played around with formatting and resizing and that kind of thing. Then I play around with changing the colors. Usually there's like a color picker on the side that's like, these are the colors that show up in your image. This is the only time I have had it not appear. Literally the only time. But it comes back later, so you'll see me going back and changing the colors and all of that kind of thing. Then I go through and add the typewriter animation to everything, and I make sure to select appear on click and also check the click order to make sure everything is appearing in the order I want it to. I do that because otherwise it just appears automatically when you start the presentation, and that makes screen recording a pain in the ass. Then I duplicate everything for the next slide and I remove the old animations. That just makes it run easier and easier to record. You can also see that my image color selector finally came back, so then I went back through and I changed all the colors to be more like cohesive, I guess. And then I realized I hadn't changed the text from Heated Rivalry Drama to Interview with the Vampire Season 1 recap, so I fixed that. For the closing screen, I really wanted one of these styles of computer tab graphics, but they don't come with a opaque square attached, so you just gotta choose one. I went through my recents, but I think you can type like square or command S or something in Canva. Then you're gonna make sure all of your tabs are grouped, and then you are going to make them all appear on click. Then you're gonna go to click order to make sure they're appearing in the order you want them to. You want the first tab to appear first, the second tab to appear second, etc. Then what you're gonna want to do is you are gonna put it in presentation mode, and you are gonna want to test everything, because if you're me, you will mess something up. Like here, I did not group everything correctly, which meant the thanks for watching appeared on click. I don't want that to happen because this is the outro, and in the outro what I do is in CapCut I reverse the video so it looks like I'm closing out all of my tabs. And here's what it looks like reversed. That's how I make my title cards.